Well, I didn't want this to be my next video, just because I've been working on one, and I thought it'd be a way more fitting topic, but I have to break the news. Now, for those of you that are unaware, you probably heard, but Rich Swann, former cruiserweight champion, has been arrested for domestic abuse and false imprisonment. Broke news earlier this morning. What happened was Rich Swann was at Gainesville, Florida, and he was driving. He picked up his wife at an indie show that she was working in. His wife Sue Young, and they were just driving, and he was critiquing the match, and one thing led to another, and all of a sudden she felt unsafe in his presence, and decided that she was going to get out of the car. And so that didn't sit well with Rich Swann, who got up out of the car and started yelling at her to get back in the car. And when she didn't want to get back into the car, Sue Young just was like, "No, I don't feel safe." He then grabbed her physically in a headlock and was dragging her towards the car. And so he put her back in the car, and they sort of continued to drive before she got out once again. And that did not make Rich Swann very happy. And from what I know, that the car was not in park. It wasn't in park. And all of a sudden, when the car ended up hitting like a telephone pole or something like that. So when the cops came, like, he just said, "Oh no, like, she got into the car willingly. Like, I never forced her back into the car. The only reason I wanted her back in the car was that I was using her phone for navigation and stuff like that." But officially, Rich Swann has been arrested. He has been suspended from WWE, considering that they have no tolerance, no policy, no nothing. They have no tolerance for domestic abuse. And, you have to think this is going to affect him severely, because he's going to face Drew Gulak in a number one contendership match for the Cruiserweight title. And that match is most likely not going to happen. Not going to happen because Rich Swann probably can't do a number one contendership match if he's in jail. But yeah, you got to think that this definitely puts his career in WWE in jeopardy, because I mean, it's domestic abuse. He's been with this woman for 5 years, and they got married like 9 months ago. And domestic abuse, that's not a good thing. That's going to sit well with WWE. But then again, there is the case of Jimmy Snuka. But that's one thing compared to another thing. First of all, I wish that Sue Young, I believe that's her name, I hope that she's well, that she's doing well. My thoughts go out to her in this time. And it leads to the big question of whether or not Rich Swann will be released from WWE. I don't know. WWE is they're very confusing on what they do with their superstars, but just horrible news. I did not want this to be my next video. I'm working on another project coming out, but yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this whole thing. Who knows whether or not we'll see Rich Swann in WWE again. That's been it for this video. Do me a favor, let me know what you guys think about this whole Rich Swann situation. Let me know in the comment section below. If you want to see more comments and videos like these on a daily basis, make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I've been Samuel B, aka The Excellent Reviewer, and I'll see you guys as soon as I can with hopefully more better news.